All right, shalom, shalom, Israel. This your brother Nai Yaakov. This just gonna be a quick video. I don't even need it to be long. It's just a video that piggybacks off of something I said in one of my previous videos, where the Father's making a testament right now. He's letting it be known who is and who is not. Okay, and how these churches have to stop their congregations, things like that. And then I told you that even if one of y'all decide to defy what's going on right now with the virus and things like that, even if one of y'all decide to defy that and go to church anyway and have your congregation, let that be a testament, whether you do or whether you do not. That is not my statement. My statement is, let the Father testify who is and who is not. So, Pastor Tony Spells, Tony Spell, you host your congregation once and you're doing it again. Over 1,000 people dealing with this coronavirus issue that we're dealing with. Talking about, praying and laying on hands of the sick and stuff like that. I'm about to tell you where you're right and where you're potentially wrong. And I make sure I use the word potentially because I want to give you space. You know what I mean? But you are absolutely correct. The church should not have to stop their congregation. And they should be able to come and have hands laid on them, but let it be the righteous amongst the congregation to lay hands on the sick. You understand what I'm saying? Let it not be the wicked, but let it be the righteous. Let it not be the false, but let it be the true. You understand what I'm saying? Who lays hands, because the prayer of a righteous man, according to scriptures, is what yields the healing. In the eyesight of God, where he says, my son is praying unto me, who I know is faithful and who I know is righteous and who I know I have chosen and put in place to be a shepherd over the flock. And so, Pastor Tony Spells, with an S or without an S, it matters not to me, of Life Tabernacle Church in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right here in my home state. You know what I mean? Let this be a testament to not just you, but to your congregation and to all the passers-byers, the onlookers. Let it be a testament. Your church, your congregation, let it be a testament, as a matter of fact, to the whole world. You understand what I'm saying? As to who is and who is not. And you have probably lived a mediocre life, or a humble life, or even an extravagant life. Now, you're not a pastor. That doesn't seem to me to, I don't know nothing about it. As a matter of fact, I'll just stay away from even trying to stake claim to anything with regards to your life, because it all matters not, whether you be a prosperity gospel preacher or not. It all matters not. Let the Father make his statement in the earth. I'm going to put 2 links down below so that you all can see. And we're just going to sit back, watch, and see what happens. You pronounced healing. Let's see if those who you pronounced healing on are actually healed. Actually healed, you understand? And not with conventional modern day medicines, okay? But with the fact that you've actually laid hands on them. Let everyone who's watching look and see as to whether you yourself don't contracted the disease. Any of your monastery, your workers in your ministry, let's see if any of them don't contract the disease. But you yourself, let this be a testament. Let the Father make his statement as to who is and who is not. And the thing that I like about you, if you may be a lowly preacher, if you may be a simple preacher, the thing I like about you is that out of the simplicity of you will be enough to state claim as to the highest heights of you with the prosperity gospels and the higher end preachers that preach the same way that you do, but the lowly can cover all things, because if he did the highest one, then the lowly might have hope and might have means with which to boast and say, "Oh, he was a prosperity gospel, but we can go." No, no, he chose the lowly. If you may be the lowly, I don't know nothing about you, brother, but if you may be the lowly, let it be a testament to you. Let it be a testament to your congregation, and let it be a testament to the whole world that something went wrong with the... Hold on. See, that's my evening prayer clock. When it goes off, I forgot that it was set. But let it be a testament, okay? Because you're lowly. And so let every pastor see that there's something absolutely wrong with Christianity as a whole. Let it be the statement altogether. And hey, look, you set the standard. You set the example, okay? Which means that I'm sure others might follow suit and do exactly what you're doing and dare to rise up. Because look, faith is right. Don't get me wrong. Faith is absolutely correct. What you're doing is absolutely right for the true man of God to do. You understand what I'm saying? For the one who is truly faithful to do. That is an absolute correct movement to make. But if the wicked make that same move, you understand what I'm saying? The lost, the ignorant make that the foolish, if the foolish make that exact same move, it will not render the same results. And if the righteous, and when the righteous make that move, it will most definitely not yield a bad result in any way, shape, form, or fashion. There will actually be healings pronounced, because faith is the mechanism that activates healing. And we know this. You understand what I'm saying? For the ones who are faithless, Christ said, "I can do nothing in you because you have no faith." You understand what I'm saying? Christ ensured that faith was there first before he could work the miracle, because him having put his hand in the hand of God allowed the one who had faith in the one who put his hand in God to pronounce the healing, which is technically just simply the forgiveness, the mercy, because that's all it is. Because all sickness is the anger of God. You understand what I'm saying? Pronouncing a decree of judgment on the one in whom has the sickness or the disease or whatever. So let it be a testament. You understand what I'm saying? As to whether you truly have your hand in the hand of God. As to whether you truly do the will of God, because the one who does the will of God will not himself contract the disease, or no one who works for him contract the disease, or any of the congregation who dared to step out on faith, because the Father will not take faith and turn it around for evil. Never. You understand what I'm saying? So what you're doing is 100% correct, but the Father will establish the inward of every single one of you and show forth the truth within every single one of you. And if you all contract the disease, or if you can't get rid of the disease, understand this: you ought to be questioning your walk. You ought to be questioning what path you have taken in life, and you ought to rethink your faith. You hear me? You ought to rethink your faith. I knew that there will be some who will be bold enough and dare to do the contrary, right? But let there be a statement by the Father alone as to whether you are different or no different at all from the world. Because if the world is contracting the disease and then you also contract the disease, then you are absolutely no different. You laying your hands on those who have the virus, okay, you prove to be absolutely no different. If you in fact contract the disease yourself, and let that be a testament to you. You understand? Because the thing is, we look in the mirror, but sometimes we can't always recognize what we see. Okay? And many can tell us, but we also can't hear the truth about who we truly are. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, but when God speaks, you feel me? When God approves of a man, when God disapproves of a man, there is none who can turn that approval or disapproval around. And there is no multitude of people who can cause that approbation of God to turn into a rebuke or shame or anything of that nature. Yeah, a host of people came at Christ, but it did not turn his calling around. He himself did not contract any diseases, you understand? He laid his hands on the leprous, you understand? Who was unclean, that you could never touch, and healed them. So, let you lay your hands on the sick and do your best to heal the sick through a preaching of the word. Let it be a testament to your falsehood or truth. We know not yet until the Father speaks. And he will speak by this and this alone. Whether you have expelled the disease out of those who are sick, or whether you have kept anyone else from catching the disease, and whether you yourself have kept yourself from contracting the disease. But if you keep yourself from contracting the disease, but yet have still performed no work, it all matters not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everything has to hit point by point on point. You do not get the disease. None of your workers get the disease. Those who have the disease are healed. Those who are in the congregation without the disease do not get it. They, in fact, you have a shield around your whole congregation. You understand what I'm saying? See, when the Father heals and does his work, he does it utterly down to the very blade of grass. You feel me? The grain of sand. The atom within my body. You understand what I'm saying? He does it down to the microscopic level of nothing but sheer and utter good and righteousness. So let this be a testament to you as we wait and see, into your congregation as we wait and see, into the world as we wait and see. I'm going to put the links down so everybody can see you. Let's wait and see. Shalom.